Hey everybody, welcome back to some new Entropia content. Sorry I'm looking really rough today. After the show I'm gonna go get cleaned up, need a fresh shave. Gotta trim my whole body basically. I'm growing into a freaking werewolf. Just been sweating a little bit on Cyrene while you guys weren't here. Figured I'd figure out how much these creatures have. Yeah, they have 100 sweat per mob. So you can sweat them for quite a while before you have to come and drown them. We call it taking the mob for a bath. Now this is the kind of bath that I think women are very common with, or for when it comes to children misbehaving. Now I was once hanging out with a girl who said she liked to drown children that misbehave, and I thought she was joking, and then I was like, wait a minute. It's actually very common, well not very common, but when they always talk about men on how they're statistically more apt to commit violent crimes, and it turned out when it comes to drowning babies, women take the top on that one. There's not too many guys that are drowning their babies. Anyways, so what I did is I figured today's episode I'll give everyone a little quick spiel on the maze hammer. And there's tons of maze hammer videos on Entropia or on YouTube already. So I'll just give some updates maybe to some of those, how they've changed over the years. So maybe before I even leave, I'll show you quick I'll finish this quick because it's my specialty. Now here they have Planet Cyrene. You can buy the maze hammer for 50 shrapnel from Maze Weaver Ricky, longitude blah blah blah, nearest city, Tyrian docks. So yeah, the thing that's weird about it, it's saying the mission's repeatable. I don't know if that's really still true, because now the axe is unlimited. See, before when I first started doing this mission, it actually was an axe that was limited and it would decay on you, and eventually you had to come back and get a new axe. But now you can just repair them. Here, I'll show you my axe. I've already got it because I finished it a long time ago. See, now it's unlimited and I can just repair it. This protect item, I've never seen that before. So anyways, that's the spiel. The greatest thing about this axe is it helps you run fast. So if you have a really fast ring for helping you run fast and you put on this axe, you'll be fucking booking it. Like already I can outrun some of the mobs here. Alright, so let's try it. It said to go to the Tyrian docks or something. So I'll go check there and make sure that's still where the maze hammer mission is. Not that they changed that too. Oh yeah, this is definitely the location. So here's the guy that's the mission broker on how to get the maze axe. Yeah, it's one thing I don't like about this axe is they said you can't trade it. I know in Entropia they do this a lot. Sometimes they'll come up with items and like, hey, you can't trade them. Which I don't really like that because, man, the whole thing about this game is being able to trade with other players. When we start banning trading with items, it's not the direction I'd like to see the game going. So, I guess I could buy another maze axe, but if I can't trade it, there's no real reason to get a second one. Which is kind of a shame, because man, these things would sell like hotcakes. Now, if it was up to me, I would have remained the axe limited, made it tradable, so that people could come here and keep restocking their shops by coming and doing the mission. That would have been really cool. But yeah, big shout out to everyone who's been joining my Knowing Society Entropia page. I noticed I checked it today and there was a whole list of people that were pending, waiting to join. So I approved everyone. Thanks everyone for joining. I'll try to get more interaction with players in the game going. But I did get some other big news. Let's see. Now I was trying to figure out what's happening with the sweat price, and I was talking briefly before how Entropia partners started buying sweat. I haven't sold any yet to Entropia partners, so I thought I'd check into that and see how it all works. It turns out, in order to sell sweat to Entropia partners, they don't have any level cap or anything, but there is one catch. The catch is you have to get a sweat trade token, and they have different methods in which you can get a sweat trade token. So I've got a new plan too. Let's go back to the supply depot. Maybe I'll check if that maze is there. The underground one. Yeah, so anyways, to get these sweat trade tokens, they have some catches and like a list of things that you can do to get them. And one of them happens to be, obviously, signing up for Entropia Partners. I think it gets you 1. So that'll allow you to sell 1k sweat for 1.5 ped a k. But they have other ways you can get them, and shit, was there ever some good ways. Well, before I do that, I'll just bring up the maze hammer thing. Yeah, so here's some of the more information about the maze hammer, in case anyone's wondering if it's worth going to get it. I don't think it's really useful using it as a weapon, unless you're building up your melee skill or something, but yeah, as far as the extra ability goes, that's what it's mainly used for. Oh yeah, and it was saying that this thing came out in Cyrene in 2015, so it's been around for what? Jeez, 5 years already. I don't know, does it oh yeah, here it says, gives 10% acceleration bonus. So I just wanted to show you guys that before I continue on. Oh yeah, and I had some issues where my stuff isn't selling on auction. The Zorn Star, the super adhesive, everything I'm trying to sell really isn't selling. So I'm thinking maybe once everything fails to sell, if I still have it, I'm going to take that super adhesive, do a run on bonding liquid, and then try to sell just the bonding liquid. Because I forgot, it has a higher markup, 200%. So I really should be selling it as bonding liquid even instead of super adhesive. Although super adhesive is a quick way if you want to do it quickly. And finishing quick is my specialty. Alright, so what's my plan? Oh yeah, construction. I do have a number of bonding liquid clicks remaining, so let's do a run of that. My print's only at 61, so I can't really boost the meter up crazy. I won't be getting it to the titties quite yet. Let's try 1 click between the titties. Nah, let's start off full, or close to full. Then once I do a little warm up, then I'll get between the T's. Yeah, some of the other affiliate links I had below was the sex machine link. I don't know if anyone noticed that. I know a few ladies have been asking me, does it work for them as well? And it's like, sorry ladies, the only sex machine for that, you'll have to call me. Now this other one in the affiliate links below, it's only for guys. And I think the reason for that is because you could just call me. No, I'm just joking. Unless you're near Toronto and you don't have any diseases, don't call me. It's just going to make me very sad. Now, I hate it when you end up meeting girls all over the world and you're like, shit, man. I don't know, like, finding local women is just a million times better. You don't want to get caught up in the whole long distance stuff. It's just not worth it. Maybe in extreme circumstances it is, but most cases. So anyways, to get back onto the sweat link below, I found out that in order to get the sweat, here, let me just bring it up on Entropia Partners. Which reminds me, hopefully I don't have it still running. Good. Now sometimes I let the radio run on Entropia Partners, and fuck, if I got that running in the background during a stream, it's not good. Alright, now I'm going to go right to my sweet spot between the T's. Hopefully I can finish quick. Before I lose too much ped. Alright, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the Entropia Partners thing. Let me log in and do that quick. Alright, so once you're logged into Entropia Partners, which I'm assuming almost no one has because my affiliate links for Entropia Partners hasn't gone up 1. It's the only thing that no one signed up for yet. It's a little bit puzzled by that because Entropia Partners, maybe everyone already is signed up and that's why. But man, if you guys haven't signed up for Entropia Partners, like I made the mistake of not signing up to Entropia Partners for years because I thought it was a scam. There's tons of people posting that it's a scam, but what happens is these people that are posting it's a scam, they tried using the scammer methods. Like Entropia Partners is very strict. You can't use ISP blockers or those, what do they call them? The VPNs that everyone's subscribing to, because it's using ad revenue. So it has to know exactly where you live, and if you use a VPN, it voids you from collecting Entropia Partners. So yeah, all those people that are bitching about getting kicked off Entropia Partners, that's what they did. And the main reason they do that too is because with VPNs, you could just create 10 or 20 different accounts and be collecting ad revenue, but you're just one person. So that wouldn't work for the ad revenue people either. So anyways, so once you've signed up to Entropia Partners, you click on a link that says Vibrant Sweat. Maybe I'll stop this for now. I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. You can see I'm pretty low on PED for Entropia Partners right now, so if anyone wants to help me by signing up, it would really be appreciated. And I messaged support to ask them why my flag is showing US instead of Canadian. They haven't gotten back to me yet. So I don't know what happened with that. I hope it doesn't get me in trouble. Right, so one of the methods, or it lists here the methods and how you can sell sweat for better prices. It says you can earn it by following Tia's Twitch channel. Tia's like a fucking Uber Entropia player. She's the one who I think drove up the price of all the shopkeepers because she took an apartment shop and put like 1,000 keepers in it. Or however many the max is. So anyways, yeah. Maybe it wasn't her that did it, who knows. But you can follow Tia's Twitch channel. She'll show her apartment that she has all those keepers in. She'll show you some different hunting stuff. And while she's doing her streams, she also gives out these sweat points. So you can collect the sweat points from watching Tia's channel. So yeah, highly recommend guys. Follow my Entropia Partners link below if you want to sell some sweat for high prices. Right, and then the other way you can do it is by playing free Bitcoin. And I didn't even know about this free Bitcoin thing before, and I started playing it. Man, is it ever sick. Here, I'll have to move this before I can show you. Yeah, so what you do is you open the free, or use my affiliate link to sign up for free Bitcoin. And I'll show you what happens. Yeah, so now you're eligible once you sign up through that affiliate link to start playing some fucking free Bitcoin lotteries. Is that ever wild? Or I'll show you my play right now. Hopefully there's nothing on here confidential I can't show you. Right, so basically you have to click here, say I'm not a robot because they don't want people farming this thing. And you click it, and that's your play into a lottery. And that's how much Bitcoin I won. You notice that Bitcoins are worth a crap load of money, so you're not going to win a full Bitcoin, you just win a percentage of one. So this is a very small percentage I won of it, but it keeps building and building up. And they also have a high-low game. I haven't tried the high-low game yet. I've been looking at it, trying to figure it out, and to be honest, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I can't really figure it out yet, but I'll keep working on it, see if I can figure it out. So anyways, I'm pretty sure how this free Bitcoin works is some people get eager to win the lottery, so they start investing money into playing the lottery. So that's how it's covering our free tickets. They're making money by people investing into it. Oh yeah, and it says they also have an annual interest rate of 4% on their Bitcoin stuff. So my savings account through my bank pays 3% interest, so this is 1% higher than the highest ranked bank you can get, or interest rate in Canada. But the only catch I think with this is it's more risky. A company could shut down. Bank isn't likely going to close up unless you're in Argentina. But yeah, so that's the deal with that. So if anyone wants to play lotteries for free Bitcoins and you want to win some sweat tokens on top of it, that's how you do it. Alright, so I'll close this for now. Now it says here that I've only got one sweat token. I've already played the lottery a bit, so I'm going to keep trying and seeing if it eventually goes up. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I'm going to start watching Tia's streams, getting some sweat tokens. My plan is to save up 10 tokens, or maybe 100, and then cash it in with sweat. And I'll do a video for that, on how to withdraw sweat from Entropia Partners, or how to sell sweat to Entropia Partners. I'll have a video about that coming up soon. But yeah, and the one thing I was going to say, back in the day when I seen the Entropia Partners ads came out, I always thought it was a scam and it wasn't actually officially linked to Entropia. But then I found out Entropia actually advertises it in their load screen. So it is actually registered with Entropia. It's not a scam that's going to void your account. Yeah, and if anyone's not convinced that they can't withdraw, what I'll do at the end of this video is I'll link my video on how to withdraw 1,000 PED from Entropia Partners into your Entropia account, just to show you how easy it is. Alright, so I don't want to make this video a whole ad. So, let's see. I'm trying to think, what else was I going to do on Cyrene? Oh yeah, I was going to go check out that maze. But I tried to full a few between the titties. So I'll go to full condition. But yeah, I was going to say, sorry guys too, it's fucking so hot, we're in the middle of extreme heat alerts. We're hotter than the Sahara Desert right now, and I don't have air conditioning. So I turned a little fan on in the distance to try to make sure it doesn't hit the microphone. But I also had to wear like the thinnest shirt I have. Like, sorry about it. It's like, it's actually hotter than a witch's tit right now. I notice some people are probably thinking witches' tits are cold, but all the witches I know have really hot tits. Alright, so that's what we got, 147 or 0.47, 0.48 success. That's really hurting for this print. So let's put an end to this crafting run. I think maybe what I did is I used that crafting terminal a little bit too much. Now if you rub between the T's too much, it gets chafed. Might need some lube in there. Sorry guys. No, I'm gonna get my mind out of the gutter soon, I swear to God. Can you tell when I'm lying? Alright, so I'm pretty sure there was some hub. Oh yeah, that's what it is, the hub. So I'll have to download the hub, it looks like. So while the hub's downloading, well, it looks like it's going to be done in 2 seconds. Sorry guys, lag. You notice anytime my internet acts up, it slows everything down? I found out what it is. I can't do live streams right now because my internet provider is just fucking throttling everything. So if I even use like 10% of my internet speed, it gets throttled and turned off. So I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I almost feel like I should message my company and be like, hey, if you're gonna throttle my speed down to like fucking really low, how about you lower my bill then too? Because I don't want to be paying fucking full speed internet prices, have fucking bullshit slow internet. Sorry to be so pissed about that, but man, it's still early in the morning. I have eaten a little bit of breakfast, so I can't blame that. I guess I could blame quitting the vaporizer, but for God's sakes, they're really gonna still do that. They unequip all your items before you go into the fucking basement. Okay, like, I don't know, I'll have to make a shout out to the creators of Cyrene. This is a huge fucking no-no to do to your levels. Like, I get it that you don't want people to have advantages in the hub, but the catch to this is, when you equip everyone's shit, people are just gonna void it like the plague. Because I don't want to have to pay to repair all this shit. So I don't know, you have to find a way to change the hub underground so that I don't have to unequip everything. Other planets have tried this before, and guess what it did? Turned their things into a fucking ghost town. So I don't know, maybe this is good in a way because it's going to prevent people from going there too much and collecting these tokens. But I'm pretty sure what I have to do is bring some sweat. I don't know if I left sweat in the hub storage or if there isn't even a hub storage, I can't remember. It's been actually a number of years since I've gone into the hub. Now, sorry I don't have any weight loss updates. I was having some really rough goes with my health this week. Last night, or the day before, I was just kind of like binge eating junk food again because I was fucking so depressed about the health issues. But the good news is, once I quit smoking cannabis, bam, I all of a sudden have no appetite again. So, if I keep quitting cannabis during the week, maybe at the end of the weekend at the end of the week, each week, I'll share my weight loss update. I don't know, it's just going to be real frustrating for me to see it go up and down every day. I'm sure everyone doesn't want to be seeing it every day. Or maybe I'll get more into the everyday once I have a full routine where I'm not having the health issues. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, storage. Now, last time I went down there, they wanted me to bring some sweat because the sweat was the currency to get into this maze. So what I'll do is do that. Oh, and if anyone needs the shrapnel for the maze hammer, give me a shout. I've got some that I can sell. I was actually just going to trade Termalite, so if anyone wants to get here quick, and you can finish quick in my specialty with this shrapnel. I don't think it's enough. They said that you needed 50,000. Excuse me, but I got 10,000, so that's one way to get on your method, or to get on the road to success, to the maze hammer success. Yeah, so I'll probably craft the remaining super adhesive I have. Now, people have never probably seen my avatar without anything on, like buck naked avatar. Too bad I couldn't fit the mankini on down there. So now you guys will get a sneak peek. No one's ever seen me. All naked and such. I was thinking that for real life. I was going to go... No, what was it? This one girl from Europe was visiting. And I made a joke about, hey, let's go to the nude beach. And then she was like, oh yeah, let's go. I'm all into that. And I'm like, oh fuck. The only reason I didn't go, I was thinking, man, my body has like never been exposed to sunlight in most areas. No, usually I'm very private. I even got to the point where I was too paranoid to go in public without a shirt on. But I kind of got over that a little bit after hanging out with the topless protesters for a while. But anyways, yeah, so that was the deal. I was like, man, I don't want to go to a nude beach unless I'm going to be like covering all my private parts in suntan lotion. I think that might be a little bit awkward, just rubbing yourself down in public with a whole bunch of gay guys watching you. No, not to make fun of it, but our nude beaches on Toronto are almost all gay guys. So if you're going to be going to a nude beach, you're just going to be getting... You got to watch where you bend over. Alright, so they do have storage here. I remember one time I bought a whole bunch of the weapons here because I'm like, shit, these weapons kick ass. I'm going to go sell them on my shops. Guess what happened? Bought all the weapons, couldn't trade terminal them, couldn't sell them. So I was fucking screwed. Had all these weapons, couldn't do shit with them. I don't know if they changed that, so now you can actually sell your fucking weapons. Maybe I left them in the storage upstairs. Alright, so if anyone wanted to see what my avatar looks like, I have green hair. I can't look at the camera because the way Entropia has changed the camera views, I can't take normal pictures anymore. Can't look at the camera. If anyone knows how to fix that, if they could put it in the chat. I know someone told me how to do it before, but it was such a long, complicated process, I just forgot. It's probably very basic. Who am I kidding? Alright, so yeah, I did leave some sweat down here in storage. So I didn't even need to bring the sweat. Getting up there in the sweat. Alright, let's go check out the maze and see if I can do it. Now I don't get what's the deal with these rooms. I think, what is it, you can go in there and fight each other over a certain amount of ped, and whoever comes out the winner gets to keep it. I don't know, Cyrene should really do like something like a free event once a year where they give you a Christmas bonus to come and play this. Just so people can figure out how it works. Because I've been doing this for years and I still haven't competed in it. I have no idea. They even have 25 pack rooms. So I think they keep lowering the price more and more. Well, I was thinking, geez guys, if you really wanted to make the price affordable, make this accept sweat. So be like, hey, now we can fight over our sweat bets. The Proving Grounds? I don't know, I'm trying to remember where the hell is the free tokens. Maybe it's the Proving Grounds, I'll try it. I was thinking it was down one of those hallways. Item quarter bot? The hell? Oh, so they want me to buy specific clothes for this? It's like, no thanks, I'll just go naked. Yeah, it's such a shame, eh, that these items are hub only. I don't know, like, a lot of people, like, even Tommy Tellerico does it a lot with the Miko. He makes everything so restricted. It's like, I don't understand the fascination with that. I don't want things restricted, I want less restrictions. So, this whole idea of restricting everything, I don't like. Okay, well, whatever that did, I don't think that was the location. Now, this whole concept on Cyrene and betting or plotting people against each other to win PED is very well organized. Like, I kind of like the whole concept of this. Just what you can bet, I don't like. Like, only requiring sweat bets would be really sick for one stage. I guess the theory behind it is you could just sell the sweat, but I don't know. I'm clicking to talk to him and it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it is the proving grounds where I'm trying to go to, because that's what it says, the lime green tokens. That's what I'm trying to get. So how the fuck do I get in it? Right, I'll try the proving grounds again one more time, see what happens. I should have just watched the YouTube video on how to do this, but at least it gives me some excitement. I could have swore it said, give me the sweat, you can go in. If you enter this player, Vibrant Set will be removed from your carried inventory. For every one you kill, you will receive 4 lime tokens if you inflicted the most damage. If you enter this, 5 Vibrant Sweat will be removed from your carried inventory. Alright, so it costs 5 sweat to enter. And from what I gather, sometimes you can find these green tokens. Now to me, this kind of reminds me of playing Mario or Sonic, how you had to run around picking up stuff, and I liked it. I can't remember playing it, so I don't remember where the tokens are usually on the ground. Ah, here's some. See, we got these tokens laying all over the ground, you can pick them up. Shouldn't say all over, but there was a few there. Yeah, so if you're into games where you run around picking up stuff off the ground, this is probably a good one for you. Oh, buddy's killing me. How nice of him. I'll say hi to him. See if I can find any more tokens anywhere. Try to avoid that guy who keeps hitting me. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people here killing me. Bastards. Alright, so I'm not sure what the deal is. People are just sitting there picking up stuff or killing people and stealing their crap. Let's see, did I get to keep the tokens? Yeah, I did. Alright, so you can see these tokens have a markup value of around 20,000. How much are they worth? Oh, they're worth almost nothing, huh? So that's a little bit of an interest thing if anyone wants to come and check out that maze and get stuff. To be honest, I'm not going to go in there and fight with those people over the tokens. They wanted to kill me, that's their prerogative. I won't hold it against them. Now, I'm trying to be more positive these days. I noticed on Facebook I complain a lot, but it's actually not really how I am in real life. It's kind of how I vent a lot. Right, so how come I can't teleport anywhere? What's going on? Why is it not letting me teleport out of here? Oh, I remember why. So I have to go up to that other place. There it is. I was assuming I could just use the same teleporter to get out, but I have to use a different one. Alright, so once you're there, then you can use the teleporter to get out. So I hope everyone liked the little tour of how to collect those green tokens. To be honest, I don't recommend it if you have like a whole bunch of clothing and stuff that you're going to have to repair every time you go in. Hey, maybe I should check to see what you can spend these green tokens on. Yeah, it's a real shame that everything's always limited and stuff. So exclusive. Oh, you can't bring your normal stuff in here. Yeah, so if anyone wants advice, like the cruise on Cyrene, try to make it correct some of the problems. The main problem people don't come down here is because they don't want all their shit to decay. So you gotta fix that. Fix it so that either maybe the items just go grayed out when you arrive. Like, see how when I try to put on the mankini, it's just grayed out? So maybe do that. So when you come down here, all your shit gets grayed out. Or maybe just get rid of the decay fees so that automatically re-equips it back on without any decay once you leave. Like, just find a way to stop the decay, because like shit flows downhill. If people are seeing a way they're losing ped, they're gonna avoid it. I don't know, most cases, like anytime something that I've noticed that I lose ped in, I avoid it like the plague. That's why most cases I never hunt. Because really, I've never profited hunting in my entire Entropia career. Never once, not a single hunt. And I've hunted thousands of creatures. So I was thinking, maybe that's the way Entropia could balance it out. Like, maybe have it occasionally that you profit from a hunt. That'd be amazing. I think that's how it used to be in the old days of Entropia. You could do hunts and you would profit maybe half the time or a quarter of the time. None of this 99.9% losing every time. So that's one thing the casino always loses me, is because if I don't win money at the casino, I'm not tempted to go. So I'd be like, oh, you should go to the casino. I'd be like, why? To lose? It's just not tempting. Now, I used to have some really good tricks that I used at the casino to win, and then they got rid of them all. So I'm like, fuck it. If you won't even let me win at all, I'm not going. Now, well, I shouldn't say I don't go to the casinos. I usually still go to the casinos on the free bus trips. But I do the free bus trips that include a big show. Like sometimes they'll have it at Caesar's Palace in Windsor. When I'm a pretty far drive away from Windsor, like 4 hours, but it's a free bus ride and they give you a free show. So I actually went there and saw The Price is Right recorded twice. I was in the audience of The Price is Right. And I even got to spin the big wheel. It was fun because it was the traveling version of Price is Right. Like they have the one that's in the main studio, and then they have one that goes to city and cities and cities. So I got to go on the traveling one. And the traveling Price is Right was so wild because yeah, it was so wild because, well, I saw the show twice in a row, And when I went to watch it the next day, they had a lot of the same prizes. So if you were there the first day and got caught up on the stage, you could have literally just memorized all the prices. Start acing it. And it was the same thing as The Price is Right, except they had other things like during commercial breaks. They played commercials about the history of The Price is Right and how many shows they've done, when it was invented and all that stuff. Oh yeah, and then when the show's over, they said, hey, now the show's over, anyone who didn't win and wanted to come up and try spinning the wheel, just wait in line. So they made a huge line and everyone could wait and try spinning the wheel. So fuck, that's what I did. I've been dying to try spinning that wheel since I was a kid. So I got a picture of me spinning the wheel. Maybe I'll see if I can bring it up on Facebook. Sorry, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of lag while this happens. But maybe it'll be worth it. Ooh, I got a blueprint. Oh, can you fucking believe it? They gave me another Calypso blueprint. It's like, come on guys, I'm trying to show everyone that you can get Cyrene blueprints and they fucking won't give any. It's Calypso ones every goddamn time. Bloody gaping cockhole! No, I swear I'm referring to the English farmers. Nothing sexual. Right. Let's see. I'll have to go into my activity log and search. See if I can find The Price is Right. Yeah, so if you're ever wanting to get more out of the casino, try going on these bus trips. Well, I guess they won't have those for a while with the whole world situation, but... yeah, so once the world situation resolved, boom, then it's a good time to go. Ah, here we go. What the hell? The Price is Right picture I have is the wrong one. Now, I was reading the comments from it. Alright, instead of downloading the image, I'll just share it. Hopefully there's nothing too confidential in my... oh yeah, there is. Whew, that was close. Alright, so I'll just download the image. I'll open it in a sec. I don't get it. Why is it the only picture, the one I didn't want? Isn't that always how it works? You look up a picture and it shows you the one you don't need. It's like, well, come on. Where's the one that I actually wanted? Oh, here's the more... for God's sakes, it's another one and not the right picture. The fuck? That's just swear. Like, I hate having a concussion symptoms because half the time you're trying to remember stuff that you should be able to fucking remember. Goddamn pisses me off. Like, how come I'm looking up my Price is Right photos, it shows all the Price is Right photos except for the one I fucking wanted. Yeah, piece of shit. Sorry for being a little bit off the handle. Usually when I fucking quit smoking weed, it makes me a little bit angry for the first couple days. Oh my god, yeah, every fucking image except for the goddamn... just the one I fucking want is the only one that's not there. You son of a bitch. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the photos. So I don't know what's happening with search engines lately. I don't know if anyone's noticed with Google and Facebook, but all the fucking search engines are broken. Like things that I normally used to be able to just type in and would come up in the search engine, it never comes up. I swear that never happens to me. The never coming up problem. God damn it. Or God bless this problem. Alright, there's got to be an album that has my casino trip. And if it's not in fucking that album, I swear to God, I'm going to smash my computer. Alright, here we go. Price is Right album. Here it is. Here's the wheel. So where the fuck was it when I did the search? Goddamn Zuckerberg. Get your fucking head out of your ass. Stop censoring people and fix your fucking Facebook. Sorry, Zucker. I love you, I swear. Oh, man. Alright, so now I got a fucking bunch of the Price is Right images I can show you guys. No, I was noticing a lot of the topics that are coming up on my Facebook feed is the whole debate about the school programs. The teachers union is fighting to keep the schools closed, but they want to continue being paid. So I'm like, okay, if the teachers union wants to close all the schools, A, we'll do that, but B, we can't keep paying them to teach then. It's like, I don't know where this union has got the idea where they can fucking just milk the taxpayers and do jack shit. Whatever happened to public servants being paid with tax dollars? But I don't want to get too much in that. I know I've lose a lot of voters or viewers because almost everyone's in a union these days. It's kind of like the mob, right? It's like no one wants to say bad things about the mob when they're in the mob. And the mob these days is the fucking unions that are spending tax dollars. No one wants to say shit about it because they're fucking milking it. Like, I don't know how many times I wanted to date someone's daughter. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't fucking date her because you don't make as much money as her union pays. I'm like, well, hello, I'm working in the private sector paying her fucking salary, for God's sakes. It's like, well, anyways, I don't want to get too on into that. I don't even like dating rich chicks mostly anyways. Because women are usually only happy in a relationship if they're either smarter or no, not the opposite. Women are only happy in a relationship if the men they date have more money than they do. So that's the one problem I notice when you meet a lot of really hot rich chicks. They only want to sleep with you because they technically don't want to date anyone or be in a relationship that has less money than they do. And then they often complain to me and they're like, hey, how come I can't find a guy to date? Well, I'm like, how much money do you have? And it's like, oh, you're a freaking millionaire, right? So really, you've narrowed your field for dating down to every guy who's not a millionaire. Or any guy who's not a millionaire is no longer part of your dating field. And then I asked her, like, so what's your plan to get more guys in your dating field? Oh, she's going to try to make more money and become more successful. I'm like, you really think that's going to help you find more guys? Alright, so let's continue on. I'll show a little bit of... Holy shit, I gotta get a quick message from the sponsor before I show my Price is Right photos. Yeah! Welding wire print. Again, they fucking won't give me any Cyrene prints. I don't know what's going on. Did they stop giving out Cyrene prints? Maybe they've changed it so you actually have to use a Cyrene print to trigger Cyrene prints? But I am. I'm using bonding liquid. This is a Cyrene print. I should be looting Cyrene prints. Trying to show off my trick and it's not fucking working. Alright, be right back. Message from the sponsor. Today's show was brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Woo! Alright, we're back. And next thing I'm going to do is go to the fire set quickly while I open some images. Pretty sure if I open my downloads folder and it shows, I'm gonna have some severe editing to do. I swear I have no idea how these pictures of boobs got here. It's a fucking virus on my computer. Can you tell when I'm lying? Alright, where were we? Alright, so the downloads, yeah. Price is Right photos. Yeah, so if you're ever in Ontario, I'm actually trying to get a guest house built so I can invite people over to stay at my place. Like right now, the place I'm staying is just gray and smoke with fucking people smoking. All my roommates like chain smoking. It's like I don't smoke cigarettes, but I probably breathe in like 3 packs of fucking secondhand smoke a day. So yeah, I'm trying to get a location set up, like a guest house in my yard, so people can come over and visit and not have to be fucking inundated by cigarette smoke. Have a smoke-free guest house. So anyways, this is what the Caesar's Palace, or fuck, that's what I forgot. Yeah, so this is what the Caesar's Palace setup will look like once the, the Traveling Price is Right show comes. A lot of people guess up, or dress up, just like Price is Right fans do. They give you those big name tags with the... Did I keep mine? Ah, fuck, it's gone. I thought I stuck my Price is Right name tag onto the side of my wall on my cabinet, but maybe it's on the other side. Alright, so yeah, that's one of the pictures. Here is me when I got to stand with the host. They actually have a different host of the Price is Right for the traveling version. But they still had some babes that turned the cards. I was like, guys, as much as I want to hug with you, I kind of wanted to hug with the babes. So you can see I wasn't really digging that guy grabbing my ass. No, I'm just kidding. He never really did that, even though his smile kind of indicates otherwise. And my last Price is Right photograph was me spinning the big wheel. It was funny, it actually didn't stop on $1, but it stopped on the 5. So I almost hit the $1, and I was thinking it actually was a pretty good spin, because I'm pretty sure even if you hit green, that's good, if you're spinning on the $1 spin. And it's true what they say about the wheel. See these giant handles here on the side? They're actually like chin-up bars that are solid cast iron, and when I went to it, I could hang off of it. That's how heavy it was. So I was like, no wonder those old ladies can't pull it. Now ladies, if you need help pulling. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I got another blueprint. Let's see which one it was this time. Yeah, so that's what I encourage. If people are still into going to casinos, but you don't want to lose shitloads of money, same strategy as when you play Entropia. Try to find some things you can enjoy doing at the casino that aren't going to spend money. Sort of like how you can enjoy sweating. Fuck, man. It's just a goddamn basic bearing shit again. Basically screwed. I like it when they give me basically screwed prints, because I'm like, ah, basically screwed again. Yeah, and if anyone's still listening, I notice I get the occasional dislike. Maybe it's some people from the Intellivision community, the Amico community. I was thinking, instead of hating on them so much or focusing on what I dislike about it, I was thinking if Amico was really smart, like the president or like all the employees behind Amico, they would try to work out some deal with Entropia partners. Or not Entropia partners, but yeah, maybe that too, but Entropia. Because you notice one thing that's hindered Entropia coming to a home console like PlayStation or Nintendo or something and putting it on their e-store? I didn't even know. Is Entropia on Steam? Maybe Entropia's on Steam now. I heard they had it on Steam and then took it off. I don't know what happened with that. But anyways, I was thinking a home console that could bring Entropia to the TV would be cool. And the one way that Amico could do it better than anyone else is they have that weird cell phone controller. So I was thinking that's the main thing that prevents people from using Entropia on a home console, is the controllers are a little bit lacking in features. So I'm pretty sure that controller for the Amico can pull it off. So yeah, if any Intellivision or Amico fans are listening, maybe talk to Tommy Tellerico and request him to get Entropia on it. I don't know, I don't think he could because of the M rating thing, but I'm pretty sure that Entropia, it is pretty much 10 plus rated, isn't it? But the only thing is the real cash economy, and maybe that would make it 18 plus. So that's the main thing I hate about the Amico, is this 10 years old age cap, or what is it, the ESRB rating cap. It just has so many limitations. It's like, I don't know why you'd want limitations on something. It's kind of like when vegans limit their diet to what they can eat. It's like the healthiest diet in the world is the widest variety diet. Why would you want to start limiting what you're intaking? Now, to be on the plus side, I do like veganism for occasional fasting, but I just wouldn't push it longer than a week or two. Like, I know I've tried fasting for 2 weeks, and I damaged my short-term memory severely by doing it. That was actually, when I trace back in my life of when I did the most damage to my short-term memory, wasn't booze, wasn't fucking drugs, wasn't staying up all night. The one thing that did it was cutting what I was eating and restricting it to the vegan diet. When I did that, all of a sudden my fucking short-term memory just plummeted. And I was hoping that when I went like back to eating normal foods, it would correct it. It never did. It was permanent. So I'd be very careful if anyone's jumping into the vegan bandwagon. Type into Google ex-vegans, the fucking side effects that they went through. You wouldn't fucking believe how many side effects there are. Did you know women, when they go vegan, often lose their period? And that the vegan experts explain it as menstruation as being a dirty thing that needs to be fucking detoxed out of the body, so that when you lose your period, it's actually you're healthier. I was thinking, no. When you lose your menstrual cycle in your early 20s, that means because your body's fucking going into anemia mode, where you can't produce enough blood. Yeah, because like, man, like, blood requires a lot of the things that are in meat and animal products, right? And I actually got into a bad argument with one of the guys I was working with, and he was the same thing, early 20s, he's heard veganism is the greatest way to weightlift, that you'll get huge muscles. I'm like, you do realize a vegan diet has almost none of the things you need to build muscle. doesn't have any creatine. Like fucking weightlifters are like taking handfuls of creatine because that's one of the main things for building muscles. So if you're not getting that from your diet, it's fucked right off the bat. And I noticed a lot of people like, oh, look at all these great vegan weightlifters. Well, you know what? They were great weightlifters and then they went vegan. It's not like they got fucking ripped by eating nothing, right? There's even that Armenian strongman who talks, or Romanian, that's it. He's going on about he's like this vegan weightlifter and everything's going great. And then I fucking watched his channel. I'm like, really? I gotta see what his diet's like. Is he really managing this? And then even on his YouTube channel, he's like, yeah, I actually haven't found the perfect solution yet for vegan weightlifting. He's like, every time he vegan weightlifts, he gets really weak, tired, can't recoup his muscles. So he's constantly changing his diet to try to find something that works. So I'm like, oh, so you actually haven't found something that works. But at least he's honest about it in his YouTube channel. Like, I thought he was going to turn it on and it would just be him like, I'm eating a leaf. Look at my fucking huge ripped muscles. It's like, yeah, right, buddy. Oh yeah, and then there's those other Olympic athletes who are like, oh yeah, I'm an Olympic athlete and I've been vegan for so many years. So in the one case, I messaged the guy, I'm like, so what do you make to eat? He's like, oh, it's actually my wife that cooks everything. I'm like, so what does she cook? He's like, I don't know, I don't watch her cook. It's like, okay, so you're telling everyone you're a vegan weightlifter in the Olympics, but you don't even know what you eat. It's like, I'm pretty sure your wife is fucking sneaking in some animal products, buddy. Especially when you're not even looking to see what she's making you. No, that was the case too. Like, a lot of guys lose their ability to get an erection when they go vegan. So then a lot of cases, like, women will start adding in a little bit of animal products so that their men can actually still get an erection. Yeah, that's one of the main things when you type in, like, why I became an ex-vegan. It's like, losing the ability to have sex is a pretty big factor, right? Yeah, and it's weird how many of these YouTube channels will go on and on about how it's so successful, and then meanwhile their fucking teeth are falling out. Like, I don't know, the worst part, I actually lost one of my best friends this year to veganism. He was going on and on about how he could get everything from what he needed from meat, or without any animal products. He had a girlfriend that was like in her early, like half his age. So she was like this smoking hot vegan, and he's like this older guy. And he kept calling himself a really old man. I was like, how old is he? Like 70, 80? Turned out, when he fucking went vegan, he got rapid aging. It's like he was in his 50s and he's looked like he was 70 or 80. And then all of a sudden his teeth started falling out. The one interview, he's like, I don't know what happened. My front tooth just fell out. I was like, well, I think it's because your fucking diet is deficient. Like, look at you. You look like a concentration camp victim. But I don't want to make a whole episode about veganism. I know, just in case Tommy's listening, because he's going through the veganism thing right now too. I fucking fear for his life. Like, man, veganism kills a lot of people. If you look at the diets from Southeast Asia, where they have the most vegetarians and vegans, it's the average age is like 60. So I'm like, holy shit, man, if you're going to preach veganism as being the ultimate, you're going to have to at least live to 80. Alright, so that was a little bit of fun sweating. Really wasn't getting anything in the way of globals. And yeah, guys, don't ever watch my channel for globals. I've been crafting and doing stuff for years. I think I maybe had 10 globals my whole life. So the chances of me getting a global is almost like millions to one. I kind of hoped that streaming would improve that and doing all these, but it's pretty clear that the game doesn't really care. Yeah, now I gotta equip all my stuff. I forgot I'm still running around naked. Yeah, not to totally hate on veganism, like, I know parts of my religion are often saying, like, certain times of the year we're supposed to become vegetarian at least. It's part of the whole body cleansing itself out. I think pretty much everything in life is cycles, right? Now, has anyone else run into the problem where they have some of their family members get into like the hardcore veganism, where they refuse to even take supplements? And then you start seeing them die, and you're like, can you please just eat some animal products and see the difference? Then that was how Anna Hathaway switched. She was very stubborn, very stubborn. Then one day someone convinced her to try salmon to see if it would affect her because she noticed she was having some really bad health issues that she didn't have before going vegan. So what do you know? She ate a bite of salmon and she was like, holy fuck, my whole brain rebooted. And she never went vegan again after. She realized it was the worst horrible mistake she ever made. Now, and then people will talk about the ancient Roman athletes, how they used to be vegan. Well, it was actually a starvation diet they were giving them because they were planning on killing them. It's not like they were making them vegan to make them healthier and stronger. And then, actually, the Roman elites, they weren't into veganism at all. They were actually into human cannibalism. So if the athlete they wanted to consume, they would make him go vegan, lose the match, and then they would eat his remains. It's fucking disgusting. Yeah, so if people want to talk about Roman vegans, it's fucking the most bullshit you could hear yet. Now, I do love one thing about the veganism, is their dedication to helping and being nice. It's like really they're trying to help animals and being so nice that they're willing to kill themselves for it. So I think they're taking it too far by killing themselves, but it is like very noble. Like how many people can say they're willing to kill themselves to save something else? And you can see, these mobs are so slow, I could easily outrun them. It would never catch me unless I stopped to wait for it. Yeah, so maybe I'll just propose some questions people can answer in the chat. What do you think about the idea of Entropia going to a home console? Is it already on Steam? It probably is already on Steam. Now I was thinking the main reason they never brought it to the PlayStation Network is probably the competition, where Entropia wants all the money and then PlayStation wants all the money in in-app purchases. So they probably wouldn't want to get people hooked on a game that would take all their money and take it away from their PlayStation Store. So that's the only reason I think it might work on the Amico, is apparently they're not doing in-app purchases. So, which would probably ban this Entropia game from being on it. I don't know, for me as a gamer, I used to hate games that had in-app purchases. But that was when they gave you like a, say, the full version game that you had to pay, and then you also had to pay for the in-app purchases. But once they switched that method, so they gave you the full version game for free, and you could just add extra skins as an in-app purchase, didn't really affect the gameplay. I was like, I've never loved in-app purchases more. Fucking amazing. And that's what I think in the future of gaming is. We've got to stop getting gamers to pay to game and get it reversed, so that game companies are paying us to play their games. Like GameKit. I have that link in the description below. If you want to get paid to play games, maybe what I'll do is help some viewers out, because I noticed a lot of people signed up for GameKit and gave up. So what I'll do is maybe show some tips and tricks on how to make extra money in GameKit. I maybe won't do it as a specific Entropia episode, but I'll just add it to my archive and then maybe link it in the playlist. Alright, so my roommate is calling, and instead of shutting down the stream, I figured that's what I'll do. Or instead of pausing, I'll just finish it up. I gotta take my uncle back to the washroom. He's been actually sitting on the can for over an hour. I feel bad. I can never tell if he's finished going or not, so I sometimes have to leave him for a long time. But anyways, yeah, too many details. If you want to check out the links below, I got ways to make money by watching videos. It's called Hideout TV. Got the GameKit, you can get paid to game. Got the fucking sex machine. No, it's not me. Ladies, that's the one you'll have to call me for that. For guys, it's an actual machine, video game, sex thing. It's very popular right now. I think it's still in the crowdfunding stage, but man, is it getting a shitload of guys to sign up. So I figured I'd start promoting it because, hey, the world situation's kind of fucked for dating right now. I know in Canada, our health officials have advised using glory holes. I was like, really? People have glory holes? It's like, I always thought that was something just from the movies. It's like, yeah, I guess I've been doing sex all wrong all these years, right? Should have had a glory hole in my house waiting for the next pandemic. Hey, maybe I can make one. No, and then there was that one comedian. He's like, guys, be careful of glory holes. As much as you might like them, it's a guy on the other end every time. Okay, so yeah, enough literally sick shit before I get my channel just deleted. I swear none of that had anything to do with sexual tones. It was just figures of speech. Okay, so yeah, anyways, I covered all those. Got my Patreon, the Society 6. You can get some shirts from Jade Raven, or Raven Jade. She has the best fucking Entropia shirts in the entire Entropia universe that I've seen yet. Way better than my shirts. But if you want a shirt about finishing quick, finishing quick is my specialty. Also comes in bed sheets, and I heard that's very popular with the ladies. Alright, thanks guys, take care, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Oh yeah, fuck, almost forgot the most important thing. It would ruin your life if I didn't tell you. Never, never purchase the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See you tomorrow. What I'll do is I'll put a subscribe button and I'll put a link to a video, the one that I mentioned before but forget now. See ya.